Game night was lit. Hey everyone. Start to a wonderful week as always. Fascinating story today about a let's just say someone that will have failed the gun safety course. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is John Shank, and I'm the founding and managing broker of Deerwood Realty here in St. Louis, Missouri. We're a small boutique brokerage that specializes in the purchase and sale, mainly in residential and light commercial real estate. If you like discussions around neighbors, HOAs, bad real estate deals, or agenting, then you should hit subscribe and check out our channel at YouTube at Deerwood Realty STL. You can also pick up the podcast at Apple Podcasts or any number of different outlets, Deezer, Stitcher, etc. So what do we have here today? I think I am biased. Given what I've seen, I'm biased against living in townhouses or multifamily condos, because you might be able to control what you do, but you can't control what the other people do around you. And I feel like today's story is a perfect example of just how poorly things can go. And this is in a townhouse in Summerville, South Carolina. And I'll just read a little bit to you, get the heading, and then I'll put the link in the description below. And so here we go. Errant rifle blast in Summerville. Townhome shatters water main, floods neighbor's home. And so you get through the article, and a fellow comes home, and he sees water pouring through the ceiling into the garage and out the back door. And so he was on vacation, and he thought that the water main had just broke while he was gone, which I've actually seen that happen in a few homes, and it's and why during vacations? But anyway, that's what happened. So he asked for some help from his friends, and he noticed that they noticed that there was holes in the bedroom wall. And they also noticed that the laundry room had holes in it, and the holes seemed to come from next door. And so then I suspect they called the police or something, because the article goes on to say that there were police records. And it turns out that there was a fellow visiting the adjacent townhome, and he had fired a loaded military-style rifle the night prior. The bullet went through at least two walls and a washing machine before shattering the water main in the bedroom, causing it to burst and flood the whole residence. So in the police report, it says a fellow, young fellow, picked up a gun and asked his friend if it was loaded, and then he said that he didn't think so, and then apparently was, because he pointed the gun at the wall, and it went through. So anyway, that's that. There's pictures, and it's terrible, and so. I have thoughts and I have questions. And one of those is, number one, this is what gives gun owners a bad name. We talk about, hey, it's okay to have guns and everything, and then there's these people. And the people that don't like guns, they're going to point to this and say, this is why everyone shouldn't have a gun. And seriously. Come on. We all know that you're not supposed to shoot a gun in a residence, ever. My second thought is the HOA is not going to like this. I mean, they may not have it in their covenants, but I'm pretty sure they're going to say that it's not okay to fire a gun in a townhouse, and I suspect they might even send a letter and say that you're not allowed to go to the pool anymore, or something like that. I have a third thought, and that is, it seems to me that if you shoot a gun, you should be concerned with where the bullet is going to go. Like, that should be high up on the list of things you should be concerned about. Like, I hear stories. I know people. I know people in the county, Oakville, sitting around one night, and a bullet falls right through the roof and into their coffee table. And so, even in the suburbs, you get weird stuff. And I know another friend that's got a place in University City, and about every 6 months or so, a bullet will fall through the ceiling. So pretty wild stuff. So just like a safety tip, it seems like you should know where the bullet's going to go. And then, can you imagine? You're on vacation. Hopefully things went well. You come back, and water is pouring through the ceiling and out the back door. Okay, and no one knows anything. Like, no one called the authorities. No one did anything. They just let it continue. And it's fair. Maybe they didn't see it, but I mean, anytime you get water in a house for an extended period of time, it's not great. And so, another question I had would be, what would be the neighborly thing to do here? Like how did this get so off the rails? And the thing I was thinking is, well, number one, don't shoot a gun in the house in the first place. That would be the neighborly thing to do, is to not shoot a gun in the house. Second thing is, when you did shoot the gun, like, did you think to give your neighbor a heads up? Like, hey, I accidentally shot a gun in the house, and you might want to check for damages, and then maybe even check to see if someone's dead. I mean, what are we doing? In this particular story, what would happen if the seller said, I'm out? Is that the right thing to do? So is it the neighborly thing to do to leave your house because your neighbor shot a hole into your home, and then just let the water run and didn't bother to mention anything to you about it? And then with that, like, how would the seller's disclosure look? The seller, on the St. Louis Association one, you could say, seller repaired his ceiling, floors, and walls on 7/21 due to an errant rifle discharge next door. Homeowner's insurance paid for the repairs. So if you were the buyer's agent, would you ask for some sort of clarification, or would you just let that go? Like, how would you counsel your buyers that they're moving next door to a neighbor who has demonstrated, poor gun safety? So that's what I got today. Man, it just surprises me when I see this kind of stuff. I guess I shouldn't be, but I mean, it's one thing to do it, and then to not even tell anybody that you shot a gun in your house, and you live in a townhouse. I mean, that is something else. So, being interested to see what you guys had to say about it. You can certainly leave an email at media@deerwoodrealtystl.com. You can call and leave a voicemail at 314-274-3964. I'm up to 17 subscribers, and I've got some people that have told me these stories, and it's just a question of now, how am I going to format it so that we can have some fun with it? How am I going to relay these stories in a way that we can all enjoy? But they're out there, and I'm very, very thankful that they're coming in. And that's about all I have today. I will catch you on the next one.